Bitcoin, we start with 101 chart. Just I want to give a quick update. And if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned we want to see whether we can look for the reversal or not. Anyway, even we discuss about the possibility this one to be relative to this for the one more drop, because if you look at the chart, this is what we can see here. All right. We had a sharp move, correction, internal, and this one we can put in relative to this. Anyway, what we were looking for, we were not looking for sell, we're looking for buy. That's why if we move to 1 hour chart, we discussed that we don't want to see the breakout of 41,490, because I mentioned if I want to look for the reversal, we want to see the breakout. We see the reversal, we do the breakout of this level, because as we can see, this one was working as a support. Anyway, there was no opportunity for buy. Okay, that's why this is the reason when the price was here, I mentioned if we want to look for buy, we have to look for the reversal as a sharp move flag. Even if anyone get the trade, I mean, they consider this one as a flag. The only way was to look for trade to put the entry above this. But as we can see from there, this is where the price continue and start to drop. That's why I mentioned if we want to look for buy, we have to wait for the reversal. We have to wait for the trade setup, because we have seen this kind of the movement a lot in the market. The market in the downtrend, we are looking for the reversal. Okay, but it doesn't mean the price is low, we can look for buy. We do the trade setup. That's why we have a rule. Whenever we get a trade is not moving our direction, we shouldn't keep the trade. Okay, by the way, the price dropped quite a lot. And even if we move to daily chart, I was keep highlighting, if you want to see the reverse, when the price was here, I mentioned I don't want to see the breakout of the any of this low. Because if the price broke the previous lows, we can see we can expect the price drop to 299. Okay. The reason is if we move to the weekly chart, when the price was at the desktop, I was keep highlighting we need to be quite aware about this flat. Even whenever I was talking about this, the possibility for the price give us one more deep similar to what we have here to drop somewhere around 30. The traders, they told me I don't know what I'm talking about. As well, exactly what we can see here, because simply we can see this one, how deep this one can go. Even we can expect this one, the price tag 29K. Okay, because simply when the price was at the top, we discussed we can consider this one as a flat before we see the reversal. That's why I was keep highlighting, if anyone wants to look for buy, we have to look for the trade setup. We cannot simply take the trade, because I mentioned we can expect the price tag 29K. Okay, but what should we do right now? Whether we should look for buy or sell, at this point where we don't see any opportunity for either buy or sell. But what I'm looking for the reversal. That's why even when the price was within here, I mentioned we can expect to get a lot of the opportunity for buy, but it doesn't move and work as a reversal as a long term. That's why we should know how to manage it. Okay, but based on daily chart, how deep this one can go, simply we can see the price can take the previous low. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy, we need to be quite careful whether we should look for buy or sell. Based on daily chart, I don't see any opportunity either for buy or sell, but for me, I'm looking for the reversal. If I put this low relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence and as well. Okay, that's why even when we were looking for this correction, I mentioned the best things is the price could break the lowest price of this shadow. Okay, because at that times we could even we had the breakout this one, but the what we get here, there was the reversal didn't give us a proper and the sharp movement similar to what we had here. We are expecting to see the reversal, but the only thing is we have to look for the proper trade setup. Daily chart, we see the divergence, but other indicators, I mean, based on lower time frame, we don't see the indicator divergence. And even if we refer to our analyzer, since the price was exactly within this correction, we mentioned with the breakout of the lowest price of this correction, we can expect the price drop to 39K at least. Still, we have this line there. Even the price could break the 39K. Okay, we don't need this line anymore. Then we don't see anything to discuss based on forward chart. Even we cannot refer to the indicators. That only thing is from now, it doesn't mean because what I get here is very corrective. Okay, it doesn't give me a proper trade setup. And whenever we see this kind of the drop line by Deepak, the small reversal as a corrective, we can expect full continuation, extension. All right, now whether we should look for sell or not, if anyone wants to look for sell from here, the only way is to put the entry below this. They wait for the next drop. For me, I'm not really interested to look for that. For me, if I want to look for sell, I wait the price consolidate here. I get the trade set up within the correction. But for me, if I get any opportunity for buy, I will take it, even if it's a short term. Because whenever it start to move, it start to reverse, it can give me a really good trade setup in terms of the risk and reward, because my stop loss simply will be below this. Okay, if anyone get the trade for buy from here right now, they should take out the trade in the break here and they look for the next opportunity. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking for the reversal, but we don't take the trade. We have to look for the trade setup, and whenever it's not moving our direction, we should know how to manage it. We are not going to keep the trade without moving our stop loss to break even. And in the long term, still we're looking for the reversal. And if we move to daily chart, again, how deep this correction can be, because we're looking at this two in relative to each other, even we can expect the price tag some previous low, which is somewhere around 29K. Since the price was at this top, I was keep highlighting buying. As long as the price haven't break, we don't see the confirmation of the previous top, we need to be really careful, because we can expect to get one more drop similar to what we have here. And exactly this is what we get. By the way, we are still looking for the reversal. We are not really interested to look for sell. And whenever it start to reverse, it can be quite sharp, similar to any of this. And at this point, I don't see any trade setup unless we look for the short-term trade based on 1 hour chart. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.